everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We could be in for some serious offense today. The Falcons are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Saints, who will have to try and slow them down.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side. On first down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. He hits White, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Breeze to throw again. Looking long for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball on the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Ryan on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's... Taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about... the 40. On second down, Freeman. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And that'll set them back 5. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. On first down, Breeze. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now the ninth-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. And here now come the Falcons. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now Ryan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on second and 10 now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Breeze will try again on second down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. 3rd down here.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Breeze to throw on second down. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On second down, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you said, no problems with that one.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A big hit. Knocked down sideways around the 37. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The left side completion to Jones. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position, really opened up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. He hits right, complete, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Give him 22 on that one, and that leads to a New Orleans first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So second and 10 here. Again, it's Breeze. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes
looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ginn. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 15-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. On the left side, a catch by White. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now a play fake. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The rookie from UCLA Tech, McKinley. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Ryan wants to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop